Welcome back, guys. Got a special match for y'all today. Two players on my team, our Tempest and our Mirage, David, were playing with me on the previous match, but they were against me. And so I was aware that they were both really good players, support and damage. So I was curious how this match was going to play out. I can tell that I'm a little in the higher ratings, probably high gold 3, maybe even a platinum or 2. So we come into this team fight, and I'm looking for an opening, and there's just not one. There's way too much going on. You can see I kind of try to force an opening right there because one of ours is down, and I'm feeling the pressure. One of ours went down quick. They killed our support like that, which was smart of them to do because it could win them the team fight there. So I'm getting focused. I decide at this point I need to dip out from this team fight. We are losing that, so I'm going to come and decap, see if I can draw somebody off. And sure enough, I end up drawing their support off. Now, I know that I can't kill this guy. By the way, I actually fought him in the previous match as well. They had 2 supports, the enemy team did. So I know I can't kill him. I was glad to pull him out of the fight and to get the decap. So I kind of just took the decap and then ran back to the team fight at mid. And he chased me in, but it puts him into a 3v2 situation. And I see our Mirage David with me, so I felt pretty confident that we could do enough damage to win this fight. So kind of do some damage there. I'm still getting focused, assuming there might be a target that was placed on me from the previous fight. But in any case, we had a skirmish going on off-node, a little duel in which our teammate won. So we got a kill there and ended up getting I think we got the Druid kill there. Actually kind of missed that, but anyways, we get the kill on the Tempest as well. And enemies coming back into mid, so we can't rest just yet. But you're going to notice as this match progresses that the enemies we're fighting against are all extremely difficult to kill. Whether it's because they're super tanky or, because support is putting shock auras and reflect auras on them and giving them health, or whether it's because they have invuln. Their Mirage has got stealth, he's got invuln. Thief has got a lot of movement. Ellie's difficult to kill because it's an Ellie. Druid's difficult to kill. There's a lot of healing and damage mitigation. So the kills in this match are really, really slow, which is not what you like if you're a DPS player. I'm playing Willbender. I want to go in there and go Super Saiyan and drop, 4 people. But it's just not always like that. So how do you counter this? Well, the way that we're winning these fights, it's literally a battle of attrition. You survive. You make conservative plays. You don't go Omega Deep, as someone has accused me of doing before, which is definitely not guilty of ever overextending ever. Anyway, so we get the down, and then I realized that the Druid is pet rezzing, and so we've got to get in there. We got to stop him from pet rezzing. David, the Mirage, gets the memo as well, and so we kind of focus her to finish her off. Mesmer kind of dipped out, and you can see Thief dipped out there too. So we've got control of mid, and I decide, okay, let's potentially rotate home here. And then the Mirage pushes up, and I don't want him to get a free decap on mid because that's the only node we own. We put some damage on him there, and so I really want the kill. And you can see me searching which one is him. I'm looking through the clones. I see him over there. I try to do a knockdown combo, but he blocks. And then he ports away, and I decide there's no way I'm going to catch this guy. He gets super far away. But I see our teammate down at home, so at this point I'm kind of struggling rotating. DPS player, when enemies don't die quickly, can be a difficult role to play, at least for me right now. Maybe I'll get better in the future and make calls more confidently, but it's hard to know. So I kind of wait for our teammate to go down there because since our teammate was up, I'm going to pause it real quick. In that scenario, in fact, actually, let me just back it up. You can see our teammate down. If I open on the Reaper, let's say I do get a great burst off on him. If I down him, the odds of our teammate dying are high, and he's just going to get right back up. So I'm kind of waiting for cooldowns, and honestly waiting for him to die off. I can't hand res him, or I'll get killed. So you can see I'm kind of just healing, using Willbender auto attacks here. And then I try to open and I fail, but our teammate gets him down. So we've got a kill on the Reaper. The fight is starting to be swayed kind of evenly. They've got a kill, we've got a kill. We've got people rotating in, and you can see right here, this is just chaos. Who is doing what? Nobody really knows. There's kind of little 1v1s going on. I'm trying to find a target. They're trying to find a target. And so I decide, all right, forget this. We're not focusing anybody. Let me come get a decap again and slow down their points. And, you know, if you're in a match like this where the enemy won't die, look for decaps. When the fights are very long, when there's a lot of support, when it's difficult to snowball the enemy, sometimes you win by just the slow ticking away of points. And so if you can cap a node for yourself, knowing that, you know, your team's tanky, they're not dying. Their team's tanky, they're not dying. You can cap a node for yourself and start ticking away points, or decap an enemy node and stop them from ticking away points. A lot of times that is super helpful. So that's kind of another thing that you want to look out for, especially if you're a roamer, and extra especially if you're playing like Thief, Daredevil, something like that. Something with a lot of mobility. So okay, we focus, we get a kill. I try to DPS him out because my teammate's going down there. I really need to get the kill. So I do get the kill. Thief's almost dead. And so I'm pushing him. He's bleeding. He's got poison. And you could see that David, our Mirage, noticed that as well. So he came in and he came in to get the kill too. But ultimately the Thief went down to the poison. So okay, Tempest is next. I notice I've got a couple teammates on me, so pretty confident that we can go ahead and get the kill on the Tempest. But he's a Tempest, and I thought he was going to jump off there, but no, he jukes me. So I jump out, knock him over, and do the Willbender damage combo. So we get him down. I tried to use my Sword 5 there. The second animation on the Sword 5 is a port. So you do an initial kind of run, and kind of does a little bit of damage, and then you port. That's what I was trying to do there. And then you'll see, so a teammate went down there. Let me actually back that up and show you guys that again, because I was still discussing the other thing. So you can see the teammate's down, and he's down. I'm trying to do as much damage to him as I can, because I've got to get him killed once again to res the teammate. And I don't want him to get up. So I try, doesn't work. The enemy got the kill first. And so now he's very much alive. We got two other players that are very much alive. I don't have any hard opening because I still don't have my port. So I'm waiting for a kill. Just kind of using Willbender auto attacks to get some healing. I decide to port up and I immediately get stunned. But I want the kill on the Mirage. He's almost dead. I'm keeping the focus on him. He's also doing damage for the enemy team, doing quite a bit. So he was somebody that I wanted to keep dead so that our players don't keep going down. So get that kill, back into the team fight, looking for an opening. Kind of dropping Sword 4, just, or excuse me, Spear 4, hoping for a kill. And oh look, 2 pieces of candy. So we get 2 cheeky kills on them, and they both drop. So right there, that team fight's won, and you'll see that we got our home. So now we're kind of pushing to far, you know, once again, trying to extend our lead here, trying to tick away the points, me trying to do DPS things, and teammate goes down. I'm pretty sure I can kill the Thief and DPS him out before they finish off our Ellie, especially since the Ellie has the Mist Form downstate skill to kind of slow him down. So I kind of tried to actually hand res there, and I don't know, I must have misclicked or did something to cancel it. But thankfully the other enemy also went down. So we win that fight. Coming back to mid, they've decapped our home, which is smart. Good rotation from them since the far fight or their home was lost. But come back into mid. We want to kill this druid because he is out of place. He's all by himself. So get the knock on him. Decide to just kind of auto attack him out while the Thief runs out of cooldowns. I try to use a port followed by my Sword 5 there, which is a good way to lock down enemies. And I do end up getting the kill on him. I see their Mirage, and I'm like, this guy has no health. Oh, it's a clone. And then right here... So, I thought I had my swords out, and I absolutely panicked there. Oh no, he's getting him up! So, I tried to port up to him, and like an idiot, used Spear and got caught in the stairs, but... Thankfully, we end up getting the kills. I forgot I did that. That's hilarious. So right there, I tried to use Spear 2 I didn't have my main combo up for spear. So because of the relic that I'm running, whenever I use a movement skill, it will also deal damage. So I tried to use a movement skill paired with the port to trigger that relic and deal damage to him. So I think it's Rune of the Fireworks. No, sorry, Stormsinger. Again, I took a 2-year hiatus, guys. I'm still learning the terms. But yeah, Stormsinger relic is extremely strong. It's a lot of movement skills that Willbender has that can trigger it. You can do a lot of damage with Stormsinger. So at this point, I decide I did a little bit of damage on the Mesmer, but I wasn't really wanting to commit to a fight because I wanted to get back to mid. I didn't want to lose the possession of the node. Again, like I was talking about earlier, owning nodes is super important right now. So I wanted to get back to mid. So I come back, help David kill this Reaper, and then I want to see, okay, what's going on at home. And I see their support, and I realized right here, okay, I'm going to do what I did to him earlier, and I'm going to force him to 1v1 so that they don't have support, because I trust David on my team to do damage because he's been playing really well. And I trust my support. So I'm like, they're going to have, my team's going to have damage and support. So I wanted to decap. I absolutely failed there. I was kind of uncertain of what I wanted to do. And so I see the teammate dueling, and I decide, all right, I need to get back into the fight. I can't be gone any longer. I need to go back and help us hold mid, because we just lost mid there. So a little bit late on the rotation and absolutely flubbed my my intention there going against the Tempest. But the thought wasn't bad. If you can pull off a support and you have 2 damage and you know your support's good, absolutely do that. That's a win you'll take, or that's a trade-off that you'll take every time. But you have to know your team, and you have to trust your team, which is, I wish I could say, a little more common, but it's not that common. Just like that, the teammates that were fighting at far secure Lord, and that's the match. So yeah, guys, moral of the story is, when the enemies are really, really tanky, hold nodes and decap, and focus on strategic plays. Okay, think about it like a chess match at that point. And that's how you deal with them. It sucks as a DPS, but that can help. So hopefully you guys learned something from that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys on the next video.